Well, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Travis, and this is Travis Does Kayak Fishing, in case the monks didn't give that away at the beginning. Today I'm on Lake Russell, and I'm just kind of wreck fishing. Have a few goals in mind, but nothing major. I really wanted to get my first frog bite, but I'll tell you now, that didn't happen. And by frog bite, I mean hollow body. I can get them on soft plastic, but I've yet to get a hollow body. But I get out here, I have a great day, I have a lot of fun, I catch plenty of fish. And I just want to say, if you're watching right now looking, saying, man, this looks amazing, I really like how his content looks in his editing, like, comment, tell me what you like, subscribe if you like this, because my content looks like this every week. And let's get out here and see if we can fish some bass, learn, and see what we get into. I love Lake Russell. It's one of my favorite lakes in South Carolina. Thanks for stopping by. My first speed worm fish. That's what's been tugging on them at the bottom. They've been hitting it and pulling, so it feels like a bite, but it's just little bluegills. Man, he held on tight. He didn't even have the hook. He just held on for dear life. You may have noticed at the start of the video, the text said I was recreational fishing. And what that really means for me is I'm just practicing lures. I'm throwing things I'm generally not very good at. I don't have a lot of confidence. Frogs, jigs, and as the day progresses, if I'm not getting bites, I'll switch to things I have more confidence in. There's one, so bluegill and a fish. And I caught him on this jig. It's not one of my sponsor jigs or anything like that, unfortunately. I don't have a lot of jigs right now. I need to get some more. Philip makes great ones too. But I think I'll have to look it up. I want to say this one's just a Strike King that I got on clearance. And it's just paired up with this Yum Crawl. But I'll put everything in the videos, you know. Kind of dirty, so I just want to get down to the bottom and kind of slow fish in the shadow. Now that the sun's coming up on Russell, it's going to be a little easier for me to identify what to do. When it's low light and it's muddy on Russell, like it is where I'm at, it's really stained. I shouldn't say muddy, this is really stained. When it's low light like that and you're out here, the lures that I wanted to work with, you know, the frog would probably still work, but really something dark, something on the bottom, something making noise, letting this head bounce. It's great for skipping, so I won't make too much noise. But again, before I lose my train of thought, as the sun comes up, these bass get more predictable. Instead of roaming around and hunting, that water warms up, it starts to get hot, and just like me, they're looking for these shade areas to fish in so they don't get hot. They want to feed in these shade areas where the bait fish are. It's bluegill spawn right now, so I'm hanging out in the shallows, the back of pockets, trying to find where bluegills are swiping at and then spending time there. If you can find bluegills tugging on your lure, slow down, spend some time, pull out some, fish a little deeper, see if there's bass in the area. Typically, if there's bluegills and they're bedding or they're feeding or they just got off their bed, you're gonna find bass in the area that are hungry and looking for that easy meal, and these tired bluegills that have been defending, mating, all that fun stuff, they're prime targets. So we're gonna get on the bottom, use something like this with a green pumpkin peppered, hope it kind of mirrors a bluegill, and hopefully we can get some more strikes. This is a feisty little dink. We're just gonna keep working the shade and try and get on the bite. It's 9:45, I got plenty of time. I got started about 7, so very slow start. Still nothing of good size, but Finding fish is finding fish. Well, that's right now. I need a good video, man. I need a video. It doesn't even have to be good. I need a video where I can share. That was a catfish. I'm fairly certain that was a cat. I'm almost willing to say with 100% certainty that was a catfish. The way they run and the way they feel is just different. All right. That's a decent bass, guys. He's a keeper. He's about 14, 15. It's 12 to 12, 12 inch for him. So he's 14. Well, he's 15, 16. He's somewhere in that 15 and a half range if I had a bet. Another one on the day. Still not what I'm looking for though. But like that overhang is great for fish to hang out underneath that big bird's nest because all like the food and the bird droppings and the insects coming over. If you see stuff like that, that's like juice money out here on Russell to me, right? I always stop and hit it and typically have good luck with it. Another one. What were you gonna do with that, bro? Another dinky-doo. This isolated timber, man. Like when I see a bunch of it, I never catch fish, but if I can catch it isolated, just like a small patch, I feel like that's where I have luck at. That fish wasn't worth shit though. That might have been a small bass contender. turned that off to cover some water. I'm over here fishing by the ramp, getting ready to go out, and I caught one. That was cool. Toss around and see if I can do it again. When you're at these ramps that aren't very busy at the end of the day, always just take them in to cast at them. Like, you never know. They're holding heat, they're consistent. You can catch some on it. All right, so I didn't catch anything else, but just like anytime I come to Lake Russell, I had a great time. I love this lake. The experience is always fun. I didn't get any big fish. That catfish probably would have made it one of those really cool videos where I've got something really good on the end of it, and that would have been cool to see. But overall, I had a bunch of fish. I learned a little about the jig. Finally caught something on it this year. It's the first jig catch I've had this year, actually. So yeah, I had a good time. I would do it again. Come back out. Don't regret spending my day out here. This little sign made me laugh, but thanks for coming, guys. You know, feel free to engage with me. Leave some comments on what you think about the video, the lures, or anything, and thanks. Hey, while you're here, YouTube thinks you like the video on the left. I really like the playlist on the right. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. All you have to do is click my smiling face down here, and thanks for coming. Y'all have a good one.